Gaming and musical comedy, yeah, buddy! Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of WWE Supercard. Yeah, buddy! Yeah, buddy, this is episode 387, and we're going to claim some rewards. And we're going to show you how to get the most out of your team event, and that's what's up. So let's just do this. First off, I'm going to get a Miz down now, and if I don't, I don't. So let's see here. 2 survivors. Give me the Miz down. Got Sting. Give me the Miz down. No Miz down again. So that's a fail. Alright, so that happened. So now we're going to go get the other King of the Ring awards. And you did not get the one. Jose beat my streak. Let's just claim the reward. And that'll be good. We got 2 WrestleMania cards. Wouldn't mind the Trish Stratus. Ultimate Warrior. And then we got, what do we get? We got Christian. They're a tag team compatible. But they're going to be Feud of the Fusion. Or Fusion Food. Feud. And at the end of this episode, I'm going to get the Jericho for the... I need 41 more thingies, and I only have 1 bout. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to play 1 game on each of my 3 accounts. Okay, 3. All right, so we got this one. Here's a good tip. If you log in every day or 28 days, this is not my 3rd account, obviously. All right, you will get an epic, that, and that. Now, if you maximize them out, I'm going to show you what that turns into as I play 2 devices at the same time. All right, I'm Bluestacks on the right, the other stuff. So I'm going to show you. I went and made my deck to be as if it was the only those cards from the stuff. Now look at this. This is a. It's not. That's a 0 out of 20. That's fully leveled, fully everything. That's fully leveled, fully everything, fully leveled, fully. And I put 2 common or 2 uncommons. All right. That's middle of legendary. So if you log in every day this month or next month, well, if it's too late for this month, do it next month. But if you log in every day, you're going to be in at least legendary tier. No matter how good or bad you are in this game, you log in every day, you're going to get to legendary tier minimum. Okay? So, log in every day, play a couple games, level up some stuff, and play the events. Now, I'm going to show you that I have points in this event, and you can see that I'm currently playing 2 at once. Alright, so we are already in, we're already in the super rare. Alright, so I'm going to claim this reward, and that's a good card for me. Alright, so do I like share that? No. But I'm going to show you the points that we have. Now, this team is a legendary type team, and you know that I've got 40 games played. I just got my 40th game played in the I was live stream, and you can see that I've got 45 hearts or 45 points, and everybody here is playing some. Kane's playing, Adam's playing, Cat Daddy's playing, George is playing. If you play a little bit, all right, especially if you can do it at the beginning, all right, everybody in this team has at least 5 points. All right, if you play a little bit, other people on your team will play. Okay, now if you're just going to not try, and you're not going to be willing to put the time in, all right, nobody owes you anything, any cards, anything, you know. Nobody owes you anything, and this is a sad news thing, but it's a truth news. If you are, let's say, ultra rare tier or anything up to legendary tier, and you want to try to get on a SummerSlam team, it's not going to happen. Okay, nobody owes you any card. Nobody owes you the chance because your cards hurt their deck. All right, it doesn't matter how good or how much you grind. I'm a real grinder, and let me just say this to you. If you have to say that you're a real grinder, you're probably not a real grinder, okay? And I'm not trying to be a jerk here. I'm just trying to tell you how it is. And if you say you're a real grinder and you're not in at least Survivor tier or WrestleMania, well, WrestleMania tier, really, you're not a real grinder. I hate to say this to you, but it's true. Probably. Okay, unless you started playing a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Now, you might think that you're a grinder. And that's totally cool, all right? But a grind means that if you are in a team event, all right, this is what grinding really means. It means that you're going to play as much as possible. Now, I don't mean just a little bit. You get 5 bouts to start. You get 4 bouts an hour. Okay? Now, a team event is a day and a half. So we'll say, what, 36 hours? We'll just call it 36 hours. It's about, oh no, technically it's, we started at 3. We go to 3. So that's 24. It's technically 30 hours. All right? If you haven't played, all right, this is how you know if you're a grinder. All right? If you haven't played 20 out of those 30 hours, your maximum amount of bouts. That's what a true grinder would do. Okay? 20, and if you can get that many points in, oh wait, I'm still playing over here. That's up to 1,000 points. Now, that's a true grinder. All right? Somebody that really, really tries. 350 points is easy to do if you start at the beginning. Okay? The problem is, if your deck, and this is where the logic and the fallacy of team events happens. If your team's deck, okay, is not high enough to get everything, there will be a wall, there will be a part where you can only get +1s. And that's usually where teams just quit. And say, well, we ain't going to get it. But think about it. If you are able to do +1s, and this is important. This is like a pep talk. All right? If you are able to do +1s, all 10 people +1s, you can get 50 points. 10 times 5 times 1. Okay? Now, that's in 1 hour. The next hour, you can get 40 points. Alright? And some of your things in there are going to be pick doublers or title matches, whatever. Yeah, title matches. Alright? So that is the whole point I'm trying to get at. It's a motivational thing. Nobody owes you this card. Nobody owes you anything. And if the team is basically has somebody that is not playing in it, either try to get them to not be on the team, or start your own and start building one event at a time. All right? But the trick is, how do you get good team people? All right? Because if you're in, I mean, the best way to find, I mean, here's my opinion. The best way to find a team is in people's, like my chat rooms or all the other Supercard people, but only if they're live and only if it is approximately an hour before the event, because you know they're going to start, you know they're going to play it, and that sort of thing. All right, that's just my opinion. Or what I did is when we built the bigedude Mr. Bacon team, you know, we started with just a couple people. We started with one group of people, then I got rid of people. And then people that didn't participate, they were taken out. No, they were just removed from the team. Not like, oh, you are done. All right, so that is what happened. And then we add one, add another, add two. And then we had some, I've had the rotating team from here and there, but some of the people on my team have been around for a long time. All right, and that's just a really cool feeling because people want to play, but everybody does at least something. Now, sometimes people can't play. All right, and sometimes like you've heard me talk about just time zones and stuff. All right, so let's just show you the team breakdown here. Look at everybody. 6 people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 have over 100 points already. Okay, now you know why some of the other people don't have as many points, because time zones and work and other stuff and other commitments. As long as your team understands that they'll probably pick it up when I'm sleeping or whatever, that's really cool. Now, if people, and those guys have been on my team and I can depend on them, all right? That's how you build a team. All right, so I'm going to go play the one on Bret Hart because that's the one I have the least amount of points on. I streamed, I talked to people, I played all the stuff. Now, I've got those bouts, I've got other bouts, and that's the whole point. You get bouts every 15 minutes. And this has nothing to do with free bouts or whatever. You can do it, but if you want to get the card on a team, you've got to still play, and you've got to do your part. Now, If you know that you can communicate with your team on a different thing, that is awesome. Okay? If you know that you are not going to be able to play a lot, tell your team. Because if you don't tell them, you run the risk of getting booted. All right? I want everybody to not have that feeling of, you know, I don't know how many times I've said, or where I've heard, oh no, oh, this is on the same device. This is the same device. Or are we exactly on the same? Okay, so now I'm going to go in there. I'm going to show you Kane, and I screwed up. I guess I already played one on everything. All right. Well, you know what? Let's just show you. I'm going to show you, and even if I didn't, I might not have played it here. No, but I don't know. I blather too much. But just going to show you that I've gotten points on everything. 70 on this one, all right? And here's the thing. I've got everybody but one person has played on this team so far, all right? Everybody on this team has played except one person, all right? That happens. Now, this actually, the interesting thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This team, Mr. Bacon Rockstar Duck team, only has 9 people because somebody left before the event started, and you can't add during the event, okay? But the whole point of what I'm trying to say is this. You can do your part. Think about it. If you can play in the beginning, you can get a whole lot of points, all right? You don't need to buy pick doublers because, or I'm sorry, you don't need to buy title matches because a lot of times they come down. Still play the one-pointers if your team is dead, okay, or hits that wall. Because if you play them, let's say you hit a wall with, let's just say for example, 10 hours to go. Whoops, I'm not on that. Let's say you hit a wall at 10 hours to go, and you are at 400 points on Kofi Kingston. Let's say your team got to 400 points, and then you hit the wall. You can't win any +3s. You can't win any +5s. If your team, all 10 people, play 4 bouts an hour, okay, that means they're going to get how many points? 10 times 4 is 40 plus 1. So you can get those last 400 points to get that card. All right? And you only really need to make sure that you play, and that's without any titles, that's without everything. If your team plays, you can get anything. But the problem is, if you have a legendary deck, you're probably only going to get to Sheamus before you start getting whoopitated, and the John Cena card will be hard. But you think about it, you can still get that card if everybody keeps playing. It's about building something with people that you know and respect, not giving up, and really being, quote-unquote, that grinder, okay? Because remember, all those points, the 350 or 250 that a lot of teams talk about, if your team isn't high enough, those points don't matter. Because it just means you got to play from 3 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know? Anybody can get those points. The whole point is, who is more valuable to a team? The person that gets 250 points or the one that gets 24 points at the end because they didn't give up? I'm going to tell you who it is. It's the one that the 24 points. It's true because anybody can play at the beginning. All right, well, 48 points. Whatever it is, the mathematicals, you know what I mean. If all points were the equal, like 100 points here or 12 points here, then +1 land. Okay? That's all I have to say about that. I want you to know that this game can take a super, super long time to play. And if you still feel you're a grinder, that is fine. Remember, I spent a lot of time playing, okay? If you've ever gotten, anybody that's ever gotten a PCC card without paying any money or whatever, that puts, you know, hours upon hours upon hours upon hours in this game, that is what a grinder is, and that is what a grinder does, all right? And I'm by no means a good one. There's so many people in this game that are completely free players that spend a lot more time on this than I do, and they won't ever have to pay for a card. You know, they'll get great stuff, right? But you do trade a lot of time for that, and that's me. But anyways, and maybe you don't have a lot of time. That's where the whole make sure you log in every day thing came in. All right, I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Remember, this is me trying to do stuff, teach you how to be better at this game, teach you how to maximize your efficiency and time. If you can't, play and play and play. But remember, if you don't play and you give up before the event is over, you can inspire other people to keep playing by playing and talking in the chat nicely. And also knowing how to get a hold of your team in real life, because that's really the hardest part. All right, love you long time. Blink, 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 bye, bye, bye. Yeah, buddy.